Each week we share with you one of our Connecting with Community Award finalists.
We have found some amazing partnerships that work to make our community safe and offer healing for everyone.
Eva Getty-Cooper has this week's story.
This Connecting with Community Awards finalist takes the expertise of two different groups to serve people with disabilities who may encounter sexual assault.
Well, WEAVE is actually a collaboration between 5 different organizations, the YWCA, and we're the provider of sexual assault services, and then 4 disability providers, MOCA, Thresholds, Spectrum Community Services, and Hope Network.
WEAVE stands for Working to End Assault and Violence for Everyone. Often difficult to discuss, sexual assault can happen to anyone, but people with disabilities can be even more vulnerable.
We know from the research is that almost 60% of people with intellectual and developmental disabilities will be sexually assaulted in their lifetime.
The topic that we're talking about needs to be talked out in the open, and we need to make people feel very comfortable and feel okay about talking about situations like this.
People with intellectual and developmental disabilities, unfortunately, have been encouraged to be compliant, to say yes, that's okay, and that makes people more vulnerable.
Kathy Holkabor has a 20-year-old daughter and knows the challenges of trying to keep her safe.
She has a developmental disability. She has a rare seizure disorder called Lennox-Gastaut syndrome. She also falls on the autism spectrum. Our kids with developmental disabilities aren't getting taught enough. They just need to understand how to be safe and what's right, what's wrong.
To make sure that the disability providers and the sexual assault providers had a common language was what we've come to call the WEAVE perspective. And that really defines our relationship as helpers with the people that we serve.
This gives the opportunity for all of our agencies to work together, and that enables us to better serve the people that we serve.
It really is drawing together people who are doing very good work to address a very specific problem in a way that's never been done before.
I'll be 70 years old and she'll still be my baby. It's important to me that she has supports if, God forbid, something like this ever were to happen to her, to know that there's resources out there that will be the right resources for her.
That was Eva Getty-Cooper bringing us this week's Connecting with Community Award finalist. And you can watch this one and all of the other finalist stories by clicking on the Community tab at woodtv.com.